So hello guys, welcome to our channel. This is your Herto, and today we are going to do a review of the new strike fighter Pan Spatial Strike Switch. So this strike fighter was launched yesterday. It's a Artcoin bundle strike fighter and it priced around the 9,000 Artcoins. And when you buy this bundle, the bundle name is Flight Innovator. You will got the strike fighter and the 350 upgrade points. So it's valid till now 3 day and 9 hours. You can buy it till then. So let us review the strike fighter, how is it and what are its strengths and weaknesses. So basically the strike fighter is a full legendary class, and these are the stats of the strike fighter when it is not upgraded. Now we will first upgrade the strike fighter and see what are the status. So its description is a development of a strike fighter with a vertical takeoff and landing capability. So this is a strike fighter that do not need a runway or deck to take off and land. It can do a takeoff and landing vertically, just like a F-35. The aircraft has advanced aerodynamics mechanism and include internal compartment for housing hyper. So in this aircraft, the missiles are inside the aircraft's body. They are not visible. We will see in the game. And the strike fighter has three missiles: SWHG, Splinter, and the Mace. Yeah. So the first missile, these are the strength of the first missile. Durability is 30, its damage is around 23,000, so speed is 583, and it take a reload time of 13.5 second, and its range is 9.33, and it has 3 ammunition. The second missile is Splinter. Its durability is 30, its damage is 1750, speed 486, and its reload time is 7 and range is 5.33, and ammunition 7. And the third missile is a grenade launcher. Its damage is around 11,000, durability 100, speed 505, reload 12 second, and range 8.67, and its ammunition is 3. So basically this first missile will be the hypersonic missile. It is a long range missile at a range of 9.33 km, but a little more reload because its damage is high. The second missile is a short range missile with less damage, less reload, and less range, but more ammunition. And the third one is a medium distance missile. It's a average damage with good speed and a average reload time. So let us upgrade the strike fighter. So its maximum health is around 11,375. Its speed is around 131.4 knots. Maneuvering ability 104. Radar range 11.2 km. And its afterburner speed is 145.4 knots. Sorry. And its ammunition is 15 pieces. So these are the upgraded stats of the strike fighter. When you compare this strike fighter with his counterpart, the counterpart of this strike fighter is Pan Spatial Kill Switch. So these are from the same company, Pan Spatial. Let us see. So in the Pan Spatial, its durability is 7800, speed 126, maneuvering 104, radar 10.4, ammunition reserve 10, afterburner 139, and squadron size 3. So the main difference with these two strike fighters is the squadron size. Strike switch come with the 2 plane size, and the kill switch have a 3 plane size. So that strike switch durability is more than the kill switch, and the kill switch has less weapons than the kill switch has more weapon than the strike switch, as kill switch carry a gun also. So the range of the guns of the kill switch are for damage is 360, speed 486, range is 2.67 km. The first missile of kill switch is Twister. Its damage is 4000, speed is average, below average, and its ammunition is 5 and its range is 7 kilometers. So it's a medium range missile. The second missile is broomstick, speed 369, damage 5000, range is 8.67 and reload is 11 second. It's also a medium range, and this missile is a damage of third missile 10,000, speed 330, reload 9 second, range 6.67. So pan spatial kill switch missiles are not for a long range, they are a medium range missiles, and they have more reload, and none of the missile is a hypersonic as compared to the strike switch carry a hypersonic missile also. So these are the comparison between these two strike fighter, and these two both strike fighter can VTOL, vertical takeoff and landing. These two can be done, and this can be installed at the one position in the air, so that it can stay at a one position in the air and strike enemy from the above. So these both have the capability. So we will first check the damage of the strike switch, like what damage it is giving. First we will check the damage test, then we will check the anti-flare test, and then we will check for the anti-submarine and the anti-aircraft test, and we will see either it is better than the existing kill switch or not. Okay, so for now I will be testing its damage against just a minute guys. Okay, sorry for the disturbance. So for now we will be testing the damage of the kill switch strike fighter against the without any air defense. We will see how it is performing, and then we will try to switch the strike fighter damage with the air defense too, like how many missiles are hitting with a strong air defense. So for now there is no air defense in this testing ship. Let us go. So here we come with the strike fighter. Let us move it. Just a minute. Yeah. So this is the strike fighter, as you can see. It look beautiful, to be honest. So I was saying that there is all the missiles will be hidden inside the body, so you can see there is no missiles that can be visible. It's all stored this missile in the internal payload of its body. So this is the strike fighter. Okay, let us see. For now the speed is without the afterburner is around 600 to 730. Let us use the afterburner. So it's around 960, and if you see that if we stop the afterburner, the aircraft start folding, and with the afterburner it's just go inside. Okay, and this is for the VTOL. If you press the H button to halt, the strike fighter will stay at its position for the whole the time. It will not move a single meter front or back. So this is the strike fighter. And okay, so there is a first missile of range 9.2 kilometer. This is the second missile with range 5.2 kilometer, and the third missile range for 8.6 kilometer. So this one is for the long range, medium range, and the short range and the medium range. So let us go and check the damage of the each missiles, and we will also check at how much distance it is spotting our ship. Okay, let us go. We have come so far, I guess. Let us search our enemy. In testing the video we come just so far. Okay, going. So its maximum speed will be around 973, 980. Okay, it will be keep increasing. Okay, we have come to the back side. We have to go in the front direction. We just missed the back side. Let us go. So in the meantime, the first missile has 3 ammunition. The second missile Splinter has 7 ammunition, and the third missile Mace have 3 ammunitions. Okay, we are going. So we can see our ship. Okay, at 3.1 kilometer it can spot the enemy ship. Okay, let us move up and fire the first missiles. Halt. Now for the first missile. Okay, the first missile give a damage of 92,000, and the second missile give a damage of 21,000, and the third missile it give a damage of 66,000. So the burst damage of the strike fighter is 179. Now let us check for the total damage. So you can hear the sound also. So basically for the online matches you can use this second missile as a flare bait, and then you can fire the higher damage missile to the first missile. Okay, the first and the third missiles are over, and the second missile is still having some ammunition. Okay, 2 more. Okay, last one. So the total damage of the strike fighter is giving 621, 6,21,000. So this is the total damage of this strike fighter. Now we will check for the anti-air capability. Is the any missiles can fire the aircrafts or not? And first we will check the for the flares capability, that either some of the missiles are immune to flare or not. So let us reload to the strike fighter. Okay, we have been reloaded. Now let us check for the anti-flare capability. Is there any missile that is immune to flares? Till then, let us see the beauty of the strike fighter. It look nice, almost something similar to the kill switch, but it is nice. Okay, here we go. So here is our fighter. So let us fire the first missile and check. So first missile is not immune to flare, it can be flared. Okay, now let us fire the second missile and check. Oh sorry, I missed. Just a minute. Sorry, I missed. Okay, let me do it again. So second missile is also not immune to flare, it can be flared. Let us check for the third missile. So all the missiles can be flared, none of the missiles are immune to the flares. Okay, so the conclusion is that every missiles can be flared. So for playing tactics you can use the second missile as a flare bait, as it use so many missiles, so the enemy will be confused seeing so much missile and it will use the flare. Then you can use the first missile and the third missile to provide a higher damage. So now let us test for the anti-air capability, either they are anti-air or not. So now we are going to test for the anti-air capability. So there are the enemy aircraft. So we can see that the first missile cannot target, second missile can target the aircrafts, and the third missile cannot target the aircraft. So the conclusion is that the second missile is a anti-aircraft. Now let us hit the aircrafts. So okay, it's fire all the missiles and give a damage of 21,000 and destroy the aircrafts. Let us again. Okay, it fire and give a damage. So we are going to test for the aircraft, that the we see that the second missile can hit the aircraft, but we are going to check either they are immune to the flares or not. So let us go and check where is the enemy aircraft. So here are the enemy aircrafts. So the range will be around 5.2 kilometer. Let us go nearer to the enemy and fire. Okay, just a minute guys. Yeah, okay, so first time we missed it. Let us do it again. Okay, so this is not immune to flares. So while hitting the missiles, missiles can be flared. So we have but this missile is good for killing bombers. It give a damage of 21,000 as you can see, but yes, it can giving a damage of 21,000, so it is killing easy for killing a bomber. But the bad part is it can be flared. So it will be better either they have given this anti-flare capability. And strike fighter with 9,000 Artcoins, it has no missiles that are anti-air or sorry immune to the flares. So it will be a bad point or a disadvantage of this strike fighter, so that it not has a laser missile or a missile that can be immune to the flares. At least this anti-air missile must be immune to the flares. Okay, no problem. Now we will test it against the submarine. Is there any missile that can be hitting the submarine submerged or not? Okay, so this time we will see the anti-submarine warfare capability of the strike fighter. Let us go, and we have dived the submarine. So we will see that at from what distance this strike fighter can see a submerged submarine. Okay, the submarine has been submerged and it must be here somewhere. So let us see either it can detect the submarine or not. Okay, going and going. It is not able to locate the submerged submarine easily, I guess. Let us see. I don't know what is the problem with this strike fighter. Either it had no sonar range or what. It just keep rotating around the water surface and not locating the submarine. Is there any issue with the sonar range? We are almost above the submarine. Like in the map, I can see we are above the submarine. So it's not locating. Let us move the submarine up. Now it will locate. See, we are almost above the submarine and while not locating. So now let us check for the anti-submarine missiles. Submerging the submarine again. Okay, so here is the submerged submarine. So first missile cannot lock, second missile can't lock, and the third missile can't lock. So these three missiles are not for the anti-submarine warfare. So basically this strike fighter is just for the surface target and for the anti-air anti-air threat, not for the submarine threat. So it cannot attack any submarines. Now we will check the damage of this strike fighter with a strong air defense. Like earlier without the air defense it was giving the damage of around 640k. Now we will see that with the strong air defense what is damage, and now then we will compare with its counterpart kill switch. So we will be testing the damage of the strike switch aircraft against the strong air defense. So the air defenses that are being used against this strike fighter is a Crottle air defense, JRNG air defense, and the Sigma Hawk autocannons on the Gerald R4. So basically in this game Gerald R4 has one of the strongest air defenses. So let us go and fire the missiles to the R4, and we will also check that how much time it can survive. Like for the second missiles we have to go to the range of 5.3 kilometer, so it's close to the air defenses. So it's, let us see either it can survive or not. Okay, so here we have to little bit move up. Okay. Damn, I hope it is not killed. Okay, so we are above the aircraft carrier. So let us hit for the first missile. So the first missile got not destroyed easily. Let us do for the second missile. For the second missile targeting, it just coming across the this one. Okay, and then let's see the third missile. So we have to, I guess we have to test it again. Sorry. So our plane get destroyed. We will test it again. Like the air defense of the R4 is quite strong for this plane. So for the conclusion part that the first missile was not being destroyed. So we'll try to be at a safe distance from the carrier so that we cannot killed like the last time. Okay, let us search for the carrier ship and then move. Okay, so there come the enemy. Let us see. I guess its range should be little. Okay, the enemy has been stopped. Let us see this missile has any anti-aircraft missiles, this aircraft. Okay, so as for now we can see there is no anti-aircraft missile in this strike fighter kill switch, so it cannot target any aircrafts. So there is a plus point in the kill switch in strike fighter rather than the kill switch, that the strike switch has a anti-aircraft missile. Okay, so enemy is targeting us. So this is all about the details of the strike fighter, this new strike fighter strike switch. So as for the conclusion part, This strike fighter has got three missiles: a long range hypersonic missile, a medium range, and a short range. All the missiles are can be flared, not immune to flares. They anti-submarine capability, but the second missile can target the aircrafts and it damage around 21,000. So it is easier to kill a bomber like things to protect your CV and your friend team's ship. But the one of the disadvantage I will like to say that the price is around 9,000 Artcoins. So the at least the anti-air missile should be immune to flare. It is not immune to flare, so it is a major disadvantage that it should be immune to flare like the pan Spatial rombat. The rombat come with the lesser price, but its strike fighter missile is immune to flares, that anti-air missile. So I would love if that was implemented in this strike fighter too. And the strength of this strike fighter, that its missile are not being intercepted, they can be easier to kill the enemy in the strong air defense also. And it's quite good and speedy. And the one of the characteristics you also know that the VTOL characteristics, so it can stay at the position in the air and keep attacking the enemy from a safe distance. So we have to think about the attacking with the second missile. We have to go to the little closer to the enemy, but for the first and the third missile we can fire from the long distance. So overall this strike fighter is good, not the best, but it is good. And if we compare with this counterpart kill switch, it it's good for that kill switch. So this is all about the strike fighter. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.